Hello, everyone. This is Evie, the original master here, and today I'm here to review the season 11 finale for SpongeBob SquarePants, Squirrel Jelly, and the String. Now, before I get any further, as I mentioned in my FarmerBot review, this is technically the season 11 finale of the show for SpongeBob, is because that in production order, this is episode 26 of season 11, and it is the final episode of the season. Even though Goons on the Moon will technically be the last episode to air for season 11, but that's not the final episode, though. So, yeah. So, in Squirrel Jelly, this episode actually feels like a much better version of sports, is because that it had Sandy being really competitive. In fact, SpongeBob and Patrick were getting so tired of Sandy's competitiveness, they went to go to Jellyfish Fields to have some fun. But then Sandy had to come out of nowhere and ruined it. So yes, Sandy doesn't know how to play jellyfishing correctly. So we got SpongeBob and Patrick trying to teach her the proper way of playing it, but she becomes way too competitive. She ends up destroying the entire jellyfish fields, which had some really good visuals. And I actually really did love the way how they treated Sandy's character in this episode. Well, not the competitiveness because she went way too crazy with it. I actually liked the whole setting where she was like some Japanese Chinese tradition where they do like Zen or something. I think it's probably Japanese culture or something. But that was actually the best part of the episode, in my opinion, was the whole fight against SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick, and the giant jellyfish that Sandy turned into buzzsaws. So I'm not going to spoil too much for this episode. That's all I want to have to say. This episode was actually really good. I loved it. It was actually better than sports, in my opinion. And yeah, this episode gets a 9.5 out of 10. Really good episode. And it's actually 15 minutes in length if you guys are curious about it. So next we got the string. So in this episode, SpongeBob discovers a piece of string on Squidward's shirt while working at the Krusty Krab and tries to find out where the string ends. So this episode was actually really creative, but the only gag that I really didn't like about this episode was the whole nakedness. Is because every time SpongeBob pulled on the string, it caused people's clothes to come off and they become naked. And that really wasn't funny because it's not funny. There's nothing funny about characters being naked. It was used a lot with Squidward, and that is what gave this episode a drop down for my rating, is because that I didn't like the fact that they kept doing the whole naked gag around Squidward of him going to different clothing stores to buy new outfits. And so, yeah, it was actually a pretty good episode, but instead of giving it a 9, I'm gonna give it an 8, is because of the whole nakedness. So this episode wasn't anything too bad, but the only thing I didn't like about the episode was the whole naked gag. But overall, it was still a good episode in my opinion. So I'm gonna give the string an 8.5 out of, no, I'm gonna give it an 8 instead of an 8.5. If they wouldn't never did the whole naked thing, I would give it an 8.5, but I'll just give it an 8 instead. So yeah, both the string and Squirrel Jelly were pretty good episodes, and I actually did like the ending of the string because it turned out to be that the string led up to Patrick, which was pretty funny. And they actually did have a live action segment where I think it was either Paul Tibbet. I think it was Paul Tibbet. He was like on a fishing boat. But yeah, that's what I'm guessing who it was. But if I'm not sure who it was, I'll always look it up on ESB. So yeah, that's my review for Squirrel Jelly and The String, 2 good episodes. And I'll see you guys next Sunday with the last episode of season 11, Goons on the Moon. But again, that's not the season 11 finale. It's just the last episode of season 11 that they're airing. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.